jasmine, oolong, green, and white. Long ago, these 4 teas were skillfully brewed at the Blissful Brew. Then, everything changed when the shop's popularity threatened its existence. All Mr. Okuran, the shop's owner and tea master, could do was to recruit 4 teenage orphans to learn his trade and staff his shop. A year has passed since the orphans were hired, and although their skills have progressed, they still have a lot to learn before they can brew anything. But I believe that they have the potential to make the Blissful Brew the greatest tea shop in the world. Last time on Benders and Brews, an Avatar Legends podcast.
So we're getting the money?
Yeah, we're getting some of the money. Well, we're delivering half of our tea.
So the people having that big party then?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, isn't that the squid that Guauhan just bought? So I earth bends a little makeshift box, scooping up the squid, make a lid for it. I now have the squid in my possession. Are there any other spots in the basement that haven't been explored yet?
One room, it looks to be some sort of a study.
Can I go check out that one room?
You take a look over at the main desk, and sure enough, there is a note sitting there. The note is also signed the Hot Leaf Juice Company. The basic gist of what it's saying is, we appreciate your assistance in choosing the hot leaf juice for your party instead of the competition in your area. Here is the promised rebate from your order. The rest will follow after the proceedings of tonight's event.
Hey guys, I got the squid back, and I also found...
Rock! Yes!
Gotta give this little guy a name.
Yeah. And this
Dilbert.
is Dilbert, huh? I like that.
Dilbert the Squid.
Dilbert the squid, okay.
Okay.
You finally make it back to the Blissful Brew. Suddenly you hear the sound of glass shattering from inside the Blissful Brew. There's a rock on the ground that seems to have been thrown in through one of the windows. There seems to be a note attached to the rock. The note, it says,
You gotta sell us the shop or else fight you-know-who.
I recently had somebody try to offer to buy the shop from me. They were very adamant about it. It's my old employer. Hot Leaf Juice. Bum, bum, bum. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Benders and Brews.
You should have pulled the rug out from under him and just not do it.
Ooh, that would have hurt even more. That would have hurt so much. A non-canonical Avatar Legends Real Play podcast. My name is Skylar Gorset, and I am the Game Master, creating the story alongside my co-writer, Dr. Nick. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with from now on. And if he hates it, well, he's not here to stop me at this moment. And also bringing it to you with my amazing players / cast members. Sure. Yeah, there you go. All right, so I'm going to start to my right, and everybody can introduce themselves today, and then we'll jump into the question momentarily. Connor, who are you?
Hi, I'm Connor, and I am the hammer earthbender known as Brock Lee.
Brock Lee. Dave.
I'm playing Guauhan the Adamant, also known as the Harry Potter of Avatar world.
I could kind of see it. He's like a chunky Harry Potter.
It's like Ron and Harry mixed together.
Ron's not chunky.
He's got like...
Neither is Harry.
Neville
It's
was.
Harry.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's a Neville. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, Neville and Harry mixed together. That kind of fits really well.
That's a good one.
Like I'm picturing
They're
the...
both a couple dweebs.
Tweets. But
Wow.
they both grow
wow.
really nicely into their bodies.
That's...
I'm sorry, will you forgive me?
Ouch.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Daniel Radcliffe's pretty cool. Anyways, Cameron.
My name's Cameron. I am playing the Guardian non-bender named Bill Dorr.
Bill Dorr. And Michaela.
I play Mika.
You're just really adamant about not saying your own name.
Yep.
That's... Okay. Cool. All right. And today's question for you guys. I was thinking about this one. I don't know even how I came up with it, but it just kind of made me chuckle when it came up, so I thought it'd be funny. What is your character's go-to, like, pickup line when they're talking to somebody they might be interested in? What's their subtle proposal to the idea of dating, I guess?
Are we starting with me? Or
Yeah, we can start with you.
All right. Have you ever been to Omashu? Because I'd like to explore your secret tunnel.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. It fits so well with your answer last episode about the traveling band. It just all makes sense. Oh my gosh.
This guy seems like a real lover.
I gotta stay on brand.
Take it easy, brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know that guy. He always has the craziest comebacks.
What's Guohan's? Hold on, broccoli? How did most people respond to that one?
You know, surprisingly well. Only been slapped a few times.
A few times, okay.
You know, it works more often than not.
Really? Okay. All right. Guohan.
Takes note.
Guohan, Guohan, what's your go-to when you're not using Brock's secret tunnel bit?
Let's see his immature.
So Guohan, he'd be making his rounds at the carnival, cleaning stuff up, and he'd see a cute girl trying to win a prize or whatever, and he'd be like, you know, there's a trick to that, right? And then he'd just wait for them, ask him from there.
Oh, what's the trick?
Yeah, and then he'd just naturally, he'd show him that. Usually he knew the tricks
show
too,
him a thing or
so he
two.
would show him how to win a prize.
Oh.
And then he finds that when girls have giant stuffed flying bison, they're a little more receptive to.
Ah, okay. So it's a whole, I don't want to say game, but ironically there is a game involved.
It's the Guohan system.
Yeah, the Guohan system. Oh no.
Now
Now we're starting to sound like a bunch of douchebags.
Those guys
All right, quick, we need to get to Mika so he can get the other side of the
He's
coin.
an alpha male.
He's oh goodness! Watch me throw this baseball and knock those milk cups down.
Oh, jeez.
He is not.
They're probably like, oh,
the absolute
wow,
opposite of
look at him. He's
ecstatic.
trying to pick up a lady. And
Wow.
then they, like, secretively, nonchalantly knock over the bottles by tapping him.
Right.
The shelf with their foot.
And I mean, he's got an in with the rest of the carnival staff.
And he
so
gives them a wink right before he throws
He's
it.
like, yeah, and they're like, oh, all right.
Then they hit the secret compartment underneath.
The
and-
carnies give the girls a wink.
Yeah.
Wow, has no idea what's going on.
He's got this. I've seen this guy before. He's a real pro. That's why he cleans around my booth waiting for a cute girl to walk by.
Yeah, like,
I've been sweeping here for
wants some
hours.
cotton candy. Fine cotton candy, and like pulls it out of the trash.
And that's when he loses them.
Ah.
I like to think that I mean it's funny because you did mention that in your like character bio that you're like, yeah, he worked for a carnival. There was some sketchy stuff going on. It was all Guohan. He was the sketchy cheating at the games and such.
But he didn't know he was cheating at the games.
Well, he would know like how to take advantage of the game.
That's
well,
true, that's
I mean,
fair.
granted, the
That's not
games are
cheating.
meant to
It's
take advantage of you. So I guess, yeah,
If you don't know the tricks, then. But if you do know the tricks, then you game the system.
it's some real Robin Hood stuff.
Yeah.
Bill Dorr, how do you go about?
So Bill Dorr has never been interested in pursuing any
He is
relationship.
Asexual.
I wouldn't say that. He's not asexual. It's just he's never, to this point in his life, he's never really. That's never been a thing he's been.
He's one of those that thinks girls have cooties.
Sure, we can go with that.
No,
That's
I understand what you're saying. Like, he's never hit that point where, like, something was sparked inside of him yet.
Yeah, he's never been interested. He's had other passions, I guess, would be a better way to put it. Plus, he's 17, so it's like he thinks he still has the rest of his life still.
Sure.
But if you were to pressure him to come up with a pickup line on the spot,
Which I am.
Yeah, which he would, and he would probably respond with like, did you get attacked by a firebender? Because you're smoking.
Because you're smoking hot.
Except he wouldn't say hot because he's not
just
smooth.
smoking.
He just said you're smoking.
Because you're smoking. And then they'd look at you, and you'd look back at them, and they'd be like, oh my gosh, am I on fire?
Yeah.
That's a weird way to tell somebody they're on fire. You could be more direct.
Oh.
I don't know why we're role-playing a whole
I don't know
situation
either.
here.
The role play
Got very,
This
like,
is Bill Dorr immediately. This is why Bill Dorr avoids talking to people, especially women.
Fair enough. Smoking. Do you start forest fires? Because I wish you wouldn't.
Okay, and next
Anyways,
person.
and finally, Mika. Okay. So we talked about this before the episode because I like to give these guys some time to think about it. Did you want? Okay, so I had an alternate option specifically for Mika because she was having a hard time coming up with one. Of if you don't want to come up with a pickup line, sorry, you could come up with a rejection line. So how would you respond if some guy used any of the lines previously given, or bits, I guess, in the case of Gohan? If they came up to you and said, you must have been... that one's a touchy subject, especially now. You could probably get away with that quite a bit before, but now that the firebenders are becoming a whole thing of attacking people, if you went up there and said, have you been attacked by firebender? They'd be like, no, but my father was and he's dead. But anyways, aside from that, let's say some guy came up and started hitting on you, if you wanted to. It's up to you. Which direction did you want to go? Do you want the pickup line or the rejection line?
I guess the rejection line.
Okay. So some guy comes up to Mika and says some 2-bit line, and then what would Mika say?
She would say, she was like, oh yeah, let's meet up. If you go, 3 doors down and to the left, there's a really good bar.
I'll see you there. And then she just never shows up.
Yeah.
And then they end up on a blind date with a lost drunken man.
There she is. There was a bar here.
Wait, that means Miko's getting hit on by a girl.
Oh. There you go.
I mean, I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating. And it gets everywhere. Not like here. Here, it's soft and smooth.
Is that your pickup line? That's pretty good.
I like the idea that the drunk guy actually did follow your directions and sure enough did find a bar there that he hadn't known about before. I don't know, just that would be really funny.
It's the good ending.
Yeah, it's the positive ending. Yeah.
Good ending.
Yay! The bad ending, he's laying in the streets, the guards drag him away.
Oh gosh, it's all a hallucination.
He's in a jail cell now.
Yeah, he might be.
Dreaming about all that alcohol.
Someday you guys are gonna have to visit the prison for some reason or another, and I'm gonna throw him in there, and you guys are gonna walk past the cell, and I'll say, and you've heard it first here, but I'll say, you see a familiar face, and he calls out to you, and he says, "You sons of." And we're back. Mr. Okuran just screamed. Oh, hold on. Mr. Okuran. Yeah. Mr. Okuran says, yes, it was probably my old employer.
Hot beef juice.
Hot beef juice, huh?
Hot juice.
That's
Come get your hot juice.
Hot juice.
That's a familiar soup company in the area that only sells broth soups. Hot beef juice. Oh, and they also do those beef sandwiches that you dip in au juice. That's also
French dips?
Yes, French dips. Yeah, those are good. Okay, so you guys are standing around. The customers are kind of in a weird spot where they're still a little bit startled by the rock getting thrown in through the window. But also you guys are all kind of having your own conversation with Mr. Okuran. So they're like, I guess we just keep drinking our tea. So I guess that's where they're at this point. But anyway, yeah, Mr. Okuran just revealed that apparently Hot Leaf Juice was his old employer.
What happened with Hot Leaf Juice in your past? You had a whole flashback. We couldn't see what
This is
happened.
getting way complicated.
Oh, sorry. I've seen so many plays where they just reenact the flashback in the moment, and I think, that's just how we see it. I didn't even think about that's not how that works. Yes, I'll take you back 30 years ago. I go.
Cue the kalimba music.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot. It's not how it works. Anyways, 30 years ago, yes, I had been studying. I won't get into too many of the details, but essentially, I co-owned Hot Leaf Juice when it first started, the restaurant.
Did you come up with the name?
No.
Oh, good.
I originally wanted to call it the Blissful Brew, but obviously that didn't happen. But thankfully I was able to start this one. But anyways, yes, I started Hot Leaf Juice with, at the time, my business partner, Madam Yang. Although back then
Was
I just
she your
called her
lover?
Yang. No.
Secret lovers.
Well, I think she might have had feelings for me at one point, but I was so focused on tea
And
just
is her trying to
mastering-
buy your shop, her trying to get back connected with
So
you
you
again?
stabbed her heart and you stabbed her in the back and you opened your own tea shop.
Wow.
You were focused on the T, she was focused on the D. I'm sorry.
That's fine. She stabbed me in the back, literally.
Literally.
And yeah,
Now
Where's
she wants
the
to
scar?
buy your shop.
he starts going to like lift up his shirt.
Acupuncture?
He starts going to like lift up his shirt, and then he was like, "Oh wait, I'm in my restaurant. I'm not. Never mind.
That's a little bit illegal.
I'll let you. I'll let you take.
We're all biners.
One person, like one customer, is like, "Oh, here we go, finally."
That's
No.
Thursday night.
That's where we have the belly button tea shots.
What? I don't want to work here anymore.
Oh no, it's cold tea. Cold tea.
Cold.
Yeah, hot tea shots right out of the belly.
Oh.
We're all children.
No, it's just Mr. Okuran. Yeah,
Oh.
you guys aren't even allowed to work
We
that
have
night.
Thursdays off.
Yeah, you guys all have Thursdays
It's
off.
the week.
You guys have to work the weekend, but he
Worst
gives
is
you
cleaning
Thursdays
the
off.
bathroom after that day.
Oh,
Sorry,
gosh.
Connor. Sorry, Brock.
Well, isn't he like 18 or is he 17?
He's 17.
Oh, we're both 17.
I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so he says, yeah, no,
Yes.
it's
Well,
a really
17, but-
long story. I won't get into all the details of it. But essentially, yes, we opened up the first hot leaf juice a long time ago, and then since then I've exited the company because I didn't
I didn't
agree
know
with a
that
lot of
stuff.
their policies and sort of the direction things were going, and decided to go off and
So my
start my
height's
own
wrong.
tea shop. But she was not happy about that, and she's always been after me for it.
So why does she want to buy your tea shop from you?
Well,
So he can't make any money.
You could always open another one with the money that she gives him for purchasing his
this
tea shop.
Well, admittedly, Gaoling is one of the few larger cities in the entire Earth Kingdom, and honestly, most of the kingdoms that doesn't currently have a hot leaf juice chain or location. So I'm not trying to brag when I say this, but I guess I'm the one thing standing in her way from really taking over the entire land. I guess with
That's
her.
a monopoly.
Yeah, it would be, essentially, yeah. I mean, there might be some small tea shops, but I mean, it's kind of hard to compete with the big chain, you know?
Well, Mr. Okuran, I have some great news for you.
Okay.
You're going in halfsies for the party. Woo.
The Shifu party?
Yeah, man.
You were able to get the at least half the contract reinstated?
You betcha.
Color me impressed. I don't know what color that would be, but put it on me because I'm impressed.
Bonus for Mika. Woo.
Fair enough. I mean,
Pull
yeah.
out the stamp and stamp his hand. Is that the color?
Black. All right. Sounds good.
I imagine
The color of ink.
blue.
I got a squid.
I guess. He puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "Good for you, bro.
I'm glad you found some.
I'm glad you've got somebody." Yeah. He looks genuinely happy. He's like, "So, it's half? How does that work? I mean, what do I need to do? It's tonight. I mean, I need to prepare. What do I need?"
So
Hot Leaf Juice doesn't know we're going in halves. But the Shifu family
Wait.
does.
The hot leaf juice is the other half?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
should we show
Yeah,
him?
they stole your business from you. Your big
Yeah, show
deal.
them the flyer.
I found-
Broccoli.
I found this note in their study while doing nothing illegal of the sort, as of course, and it says here that Hot Leaf Juice was in with the Shifu family, and they paid the Shifu family to not use our business and to switch over to using Hot Leaf Juice to cater.
What? And he looks over the note and he's like, "This is terrible news."
Yeah, it's even worse that the Shifu family doesn't even have the money they gave him, because that's somehow ended up in my pockets. I have no idea how that ended up happening.
Brock, when we started this endeavor, I specifically asked that we not do anything illegal.
Well, you know, stuff happens. And
Well, we'll deal with that later.
We were welcomed into the house by Sebastian, the butler of the Shifu family. I'd like to let you know.
Sebastian, yes, he's a wonderful man.
Yeah, we're BFFs now.
I mean, I haven't met him, but, you know, he seemed like a really nice guy when I stopped by.
I made him cry.
Why would you do that?
He was touched that we became best friends.
Oh, it was like happy tears?
Yeah.
Oh, well, geez. Mika, you have just really had a lot of character development today.
Thanks, Mr. Okra.
That's fine. Yes, this is definitely trifling news. So we have the hot leaf juice is going to be here in town. They're catering to this party, but Mika's convinced them to split it halfsies. Well, you know, pride aside, I think the right thing to do would definitely be to cater to this. I definitely feel like it's going to be a bit awkward, but it's the right thing to do to follow through with this deal. So I'm going to get the ingredients prepped and readied, and I'd ask, do you guys want to assist me at the party then?
Yeah, we can go ahead and set up early.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
if we beat hot leaf juice there, then they'll be the awkward ones.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We will show our professional capabilities, and our tea quality will be superior, and we will show everyone that hot leaf juice is, well, a hack.
They won't know what hit them.
Right. Well, I mean,
Maybe this rock.
what?
What?
Again, ideally, nothing illegal, especially at the party, if possible. I would appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
You need
Of
to-
course.
need
Unless it calls for violence.
Mika, you
And
need
then
to chill.
I wink at the group.
Mika, you need to chill because you're giving Brock some bad ideas.
You're a bad influence on me. Mika, all the character advancement that you've done, and you're really ruining Broccoli's character.
What do you mean ruining my character?
His morality is going
He's
to
already
shift.
ruined.
His balance is going to shift.
He's so morally gray as it is.
He should really be calling out. No, it's fine. Okay, sounds good. So you guys, what do you do in order to prep? I mean, he's going to get the ingredients ready. There's definitely probably some setups. He's got like kind of a shed in the back where he was storing a lot of the ingredients. You know,
Horses in the back.
the inventory shed and such.
Horses.
I got my two loose in the
And
back.
Tealoos in the back. And he's got some other materials that he uses for, you know, all the, like if you ever do like a catering order or what have you. So, you guys can start, you know, getting that ready. There's tables and some, you know, other tools, some sort of like portable heating, little like fire things, you know, for taking with. There's some special like pitchers that he uses and some teapots, that he has set aside for this kind of stuff and things like that. So you guys are able to collect all that. Are you guys doing anything else to prep? Any sort of attire that you kind of are going for, or do you need to go get attire for this special event?
If we've catered before, I would assume we would have some kind of uniforms if we would need them.
Yes, that's totally fair. So, all right, sounds good. So you guys all get your uniforms, your Blissful Brew uniforms. They're all have like
I have to dress fancy.
yeah. Well, you like Brock was saying, you have like uniforms, so it's. I mean,
Yeah, well, I'm a female.
Brock cleaned these himself just the other day.
on the washboard. Nice. All right, sounds good. So you guys get all dressed up. You're ready to go, and then you guys head out towards the address, which was I believe 4545 45th Street.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds good. So you guys head there. Is the squid going or is it staying?
We never really introduced Mr. Okuran to Dilbert, did we?
Well, wait, you did say that you had a squid. So,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
at least he knows there's a squid involved.
Yeah. I don't know. Do we take Dilbert? He is technically your squid.
He's our mascot. He has to come with.
Okay, but we need a bag or something.
I can just carry him in a backpack. We just need a strap. Or do we have straps laying around the tea shop?
Yeah, you probably just have that in your room.
Let's put him in one of our tea carriers that we use to cater.
Oh, yes, brilliant.
An extra teapot with a cephalopod.
Oh, what
It's
what
just like
flavor
an
is
open-
this? Oh, it's squid tea. All right,
So
all right.
Gilbert's coming with.
Sounds good. All right, so you put him in one of the pitchers, and he's coming with. All right, sounds good. Obviously, like I said, Mr. Okuran is going to be getting the ingredients ready. He's let all the customers that are currently there know, like, hey, we're going to be closing early tonight because I have a party to cater, and so he's getting all the ingredients and things ready, and he's going to meet you guys there. You guys head there. So this building, this one is a mansion. I mean, this thing is massive. It's ornate. It's got pillars, but like fancy pillars, like with grooves and all that kind of stuff, like the Roman looking pillars. Very lavish. And there's already obviously not so much guests showing up, but they're still getting things set up because you guys are early. So there are other staff members there. They're obviously the staff of the house, all their servants and things like that. Family is there, but you don't really see too much of them. Like every once in a while, you'll see somebody that really like kind of stands out as far as the way they're dressed. They look more like party dressed as opposed to like staff fancy dressed. And they're like pointing things out like, oh, we got to make sure that this sign is straight, or, oh, we got to go make sure, there's like a little patio pagoda looking setup. And he's like, we got to get that just right. Make sure you set up those paper lanterns. We got to get the paper lanterns set up. We got to get the other, like the sconces all lit up and things like that. So they're working hard getting all that stuff set up. There's somebody over by the door that seems to be kind of like directing staff members. He looks like he's, kind of like the head of the servants, I guess. And so you guys see him, and like I said, he looks like he's kind of telling everybody where they should go or where they can set up and things like that.
What's our plan?
Well, we have to start setting up all the tea that we brought.
We have tea?
Yeah, we have the stuff that we were going to originally bring.
Well, you guys have like the materials for the catering, like the tea. Mr. Okuran's getting all the tea and stuff ready.
Oh,
I mean, he
okay.
gave you guys like the base
So
stuff,
our
yeah.
plan was to relabel half their tea to be Mr. Okuran's tea for the Blissful Brew. But now that Mr. Okuran knows and he's bringing his own, there's going to be their full supply and then his half supply, meaning that there's going to be half too much. Meaning we need to ditch half their supply. There you go.
We're back to the British Tea Party situation.
Exactly. We're going to go just dump this into a local river.
Or we can dump the river onto the tea.
I'm a waterbender. I can do that.
Oh,
So
Hercules style.
So
down with the ship.
does that mean that we're going to need to have people like waiting? Are we going to have someone waiting on the hot leaf juice people to show up and then we confront them, or are we going over there?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I missed.
No, you're
Are
okay.
The hot leaf juice, are they here yet?
You don't see anything that has any of their logo, because I mean you've all seen their logo by this point. You don't see anything with their logo or anything on it. You don't see anybody setting up similar like supplies and stuff for tea. So you assume they're not here yet.
Okay.
And Mr. Okuran is with us?
No, he's prepping all the ingredients because there's like fruits and stuff involved. So he's got to get those like chopped, and some of them he might emulsify or whatever the case for the tea.
So
Simple solution. Hot leaf juice doesn't know what we look like. They don't even know we work for the Blissful Brew.
But you are wearing uniforms.
We are?
Yeah.
I'm going to take it off. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to take it off, just wear my nice...
So Bill Dorr approaches the master of the house nude. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so I'm now nude. And the idea is they don't know who we are, right? So a couple of us could just act like we're working for the Shifu family, and we're going to help them unload their stuff for them. And by unload, I mean we take it the wrong way and then just ditch it somewhere.
So we would need to meet them at one of the...
Well, we just have to wait here, and then when they show up, then two of us just, that's when we come out. So we don't want to show our faces until they show up, because we don't want like anyone else here to know that we work for the Blissful Brew either, because they don't know we work for the Blissful Brew.
But we know we work for the Blissful Brew.
Yes, but we're not going to tell everyone that.
But Mika, do you have the contract? A contract?
The contract that you and Sebastian worked at?
No, Sebastian was bringing that to the Shifu family.
Well, he was going to have a messenger take it to him like ASAP. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So, I think that some of us need to introduce ourselves as the Blissful Brew, remain in uniform, and start setting up. And then, once the other company gets here, we'll act like
It's a complicated plan.
We'll grab the other half of our team and have them pose as Shifu members. We'll just tell the real Shifu family, our servants, that, we'll go take care of it.
Oh.
So they don't send out somebody to meet them or whatever.
Yeah, we'll just to help them.
I want
You
to.
guys think that's going to work, or what should... You got any improvements on the plan?
I just want to be the one to dump their tea.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way, actually. I want to dump tea, too.
I mean, I thought that would be fun.
I was gonna say, I feel like everybody wants to be involved in that. We'll just do it'll be like an office.
Yeah, but you're
space
really good at
montage
talking
scene.
to rich people, apparently. That's what you told me multiple
Or
times.
do we not want to reveal our Blissful Brew presence until Mr. Okuran shows up?
We could just be not in our uniforms. Tell them that we're there catering the tea
Yeah, they don't know.
because they don't know Blissful Brew is coming.
But why don't they bring their own caterers?
Well, we tell
They just hire people. They don't know which people they hired.
we can tell the
Wait, is
The
there a
Shifu
logo on that the hot leaf juice note?
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all. He said we all know what the logo looks because we've all seen the flyer.
Yeah,
If
if
we
we slap that logo on, like right there, right on the chest.
So
I'm a great artist.
so if
BT
they,
dubs.
if we introduce ourselves as just the caterers, they would assume we're with Hot Leaf Juice. We don't need to say we're with Blissful Brew.
Yeah,
We could set up our tea, and then go out to the Blissful Brew people, meet them before they come in, and then we dump their tea.
yeah.
We dump our
No,
own
hot
tea.
leaf. You meant hot
Okay,
leaf.
I was like,
So,
We
it's
dump
just,
our own
so what he's
tea.
saying is we just pose as Hot Leaf Juice the entire time, and then once the party starts, then we could just
well, once Mr. Okuran gets
honestly,
here,
once
he's
Mr.
gonna-
Okuran gets here, we don't
he's
need to be here anymore. So
Or we could just say we're Hot Leaf Juice the whole time. You didn't say it's a chain. We could say we're coming from another location.
yeah, and if we don't help them, and it doesn't help their business. Actually,
Well, I
if
know,
we're bad
but Mr.
workers, we only
Okuran
make
is
them
gonna
look
say-
worse. So
everyone's gonna know we're in the Mr. Okuran because he's gonna be like, "Oh, hey guys, come help me make some tea."
okay, then maybe one of you should stay as the Blissful Brew member, and you just go back and help Mr. Okuran.
Or we can make sure Mr. Okuran doesn't show up, and we just pose as Hot Leaf Juice and sabotage the whole thing.
But then Miss Blissful Brew won't have anyone to be for them.
And don't forget that you guys have a bunch of stuff with you right now to set up.
Well, we only have to set up half the stuff. It shouldn't take
Yeah.
us too long. So we set up on this half. We leave that half of the party on that side. And then, once the actual party starts, also, we could sabotage their team during the party.
That's right. Make their business look worse.
we could
And run them out of town before they even get a foothold.
We could have Dilbert ink in their teapots.
Your
Gilbert
tea
Ink.
would taste awful.
Oh, it probably
Squid ink tea. Who's
Yeah,
down?
We
for
were
that?
just talking about that. We said squid flavored tea.
But we have to be careful not to work Dilbert too hard. You know, he's a new employee. You know?
He's a
Wait,
new
wait,
employee.
did anybody bring broccoli's fermented tea?
No, it's next to Dilbert.
Fermented.
We gotta,
We could.
we gotta hope that Dilbert's not sipping some of that while he's working.
We didn't bring Dilbert then?
Dilbert's
yeah.
with us.
No,
Dilbert's
Dilbert's
here.
with us.
Wait, are we at the
yeah.
party right now? Or are we at the?
Yeah, you guys are like on the outskirts of the party, all kind of awkwardly standing like on the edge of the path leading up to the house. I'm sure
We're
that
checking our supplies if anyone.
as you guys have just been talking, there's a couple servants that have walked by just kind of staring at you guys, but also they're like not paid enough to,
Care?
Not paid enough to
Yeah.
care.
So they just kind of walk on, but they're like, why are there like a whole bunch of people that are just
Okay,
look like
is there-
vendors that are just standing
Is there
there?
any kind of type of water around us?
Yeah, there's like a fancy pond, and in the middle of it, there's a little
Fountain.
like a gazebo, and then there's like a little bridge on either side that lead to the gazebo. So yeah, there's that little pond, and then so that's on like the right side of the mansion's like front yard, and then on the left side they have a very ornate fountain. Those are the two like main ones in the front. You maybe assume that maybe they might have a water feature in the back. I don't know. You don't know. So
I'm looking for a mop bucket.
yeah, one of the servants walks by and has a bucket in their hand. And then there's maybe one that's over by the fountain, and he looks like he's like making sure all the water is cleaned out. He's standing there and he's scooping things out with a small bucket. And then
all of a sudden, like, you see a leaf fall into the water, and he goes, "Argh!" and he rushes over and he scoops it out.
Okay, guys, we need those buckets.
What do you
And
plan to
when
do?
hot leaf juice comes, we'll
Grab a bucket and a mop
we'll
for
change
this.
their
hot
water
leaf juice.
with the pond water.
Okay.
They have pond flavored tea.
Pond
Disgusting.
Well, they probably would have brought their own water.
I know, we're replacing it.
How are we going to
With the
get them
buckets.
away from their... I'm assuming it's a cart. Do they have a cart? Or is they just walking with boxes?
All right, guys, why are we focused
You would
on...
assume they probably
Why
have
are
a
we
cart.
focused on sabotaging? We haven't even, done step 1 yet. Why are we focused? Let's
Fine,
That's
we'll
the fun
set up.
part.
yeah, that's the fun part. I know we can't jump the gun though. Like,
Fine, we'll set up. Let's get in there.
let's set up and pose as hot leaf juice people.
Fine, we'll go inside and set
We're
up.
supposed to be stupid.
But what do we? What?
Wait,
What? What'd you say?
I said, I thought you were supposed to be stupid.
no, my guy's stupid.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm not stupid. This is
well,
mean.
you seem
This is rude. Jeez, I'm the one who came up with this plan. Jeez, have some respect. Anyways,
Oh, you
we
are
have
the
one.
one who will honor your deal.
We are not here. Deal schmeal. Anyways, this is the problem. If we come in posing as hot leaf juice people, and we have a bunch of boxes and supplies that say Blissful Brew, won't people be like, why are you carrying the wrong boxes?
The Shifu family knows we're doing it.
But if we're posing
But we're
as
posing.
hot leaf juice, then they would have assumed that that's not.
Yeah, why would you bring in a different company's boxes?
So are we going in as
Can I
Blissful
water
Brew or hot leaf
bend
juice?
the mud?
What? It's ink. Can you bend ink?
The mud. There's just
Yeah, and
mud
then I
on the
could
ground.
just cover the boxes with mud. Things get
That's not going to look good for the company. Just boxes covered in mud.
the logos. The boxes aren't going to be covered in mud.
I think the plan of having half the people here,
You still have all your branding tools. You can easily cover up the marks.
half the people here pose as Blissful Brew, so you're not really posing, and the other half pose as hot leaf juice. I think that's the simplest plan.
But then who does what when the party starts?
Well, the hot leaf juice people, they continue posing as hot leaf juice people, and they sabotage all the while, and the Blissful Brew people just work as Blissful Brew members the entire time.
So if our plan is sabotage,
Won't they recognize we're not their co-workers though?
but if it's a chain, we could say they asked
Well,
us to come from another location to help out
True.
with the big party.
Yeah, it is a chain, yeah.
Okay,
We could just say we're part of the delivery crew that came down to travel.
me and
They
Broccoli
probably
will
took
be
off for the night, probably out
Blissful
drinking
Brew
somewhere.
crew, and you guys can be you and Guauhan can be the hot leaf juice people.
But if I'm the one carrying Dilbert, should I then do? Is me and
I thought
Guauhan have the
Dilbert was
best?
Guauhan's squid.
Well, so me and Guauhan have the closest bond with Dilbert, obviously.
It's joint custody.
We have joint custody over the squid, so I would suggest that Guauhan and I are the hot leaf juice, and then Bill and Mika would be.
As much as it pains me,
I don't.
as much
think
as
I
it,
agree with
as much
that.
as it pains me,
But
I want to be part of the crew, sabotaging and posing. But as much as it pains me, I'm gonna have to be the Blissful Brew because I'm the main face of the Blissful Brew. So they'll probably recognize me the most.
Oh yeah, because you're like a server.
I'm the waiter. I'm the waiter besides Mr. Okuran. So yeah, I have to be the Blissful Brew, which sucks because
Well,
I really
I
wanted to
pose
sabotage.
as a person from Hot Leaf Juice with Sebastian.
But Sebastian's not going to be there.
Well, if anything, you two are.
practice, Mika, and also we need you to water bend that pond water.
Yeah. No, plus she works in the
So
back.
Brock and Mika.
They know me and Guan.
Gohan.
Yeah, that's what I said. They know me and Guan.
Come on.
Guan. They know me and Guan more than you two because we're up front.
That's fair.
You
That
guys are out
is-
back, so
is true.
you're
Okay.
less likely to be recognized.
So Mika and I will be hot leaf juice.
All
We'll
right.
sabotage.
All right.
So now just take off your Blissful Brew. We'll just stash them in a box
Okay,
here.
turn around.
What do you mean turn around? It's just an apron. Just steal one of the. What? Why do you mean turn around? Where's it tied to?
Turn the apron around.
Yeah, yeah, do that. Yeah, that's a simple solution.
All right, so
All right, sounds good. Okay, so you guys, two of you, Mika and Brock, are going to be posing as Hot Leaf Juice. The other two are going to be posing as, being.
We're not posing.
Blissful Brew members. Yep. So
we're just doing our job.
I assume. I assume. I assume Blissful Brew probably wants to show that they got there first.
Yes.
So you guys approach the head servant guy, who's kind of, like I said, organizing everything, and we can go ahead and play that scenario.
Do you want to go talk to him while I set up, or you want to set up and I go talk to him?
I'll start setting up.
Okay, I'll go talk to him. So I'm gonna help him wheel. I'm gonna help.
Well, he calls you both over as if he sees you with
we're setting up.
Yeah, get over here. What are you doing?
Okay. Well, we're setting up.
Yeah, but who are you? Who are you? And
we're from the Blissful Brew.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got the notification.
Yeah, it was really recent change.
Yeah, it was just like this morning practically.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are going to be doing the outdoor tea catering, and then your counterpart, what is it?
Hot leaf juice.
Oh yes, hot leaf juice. He's got like a clipboard in front of him, and he's got a bunch of parchment on it with stuff written on it. It says, they're going to be the indoor caterers.
So we're out there and they're indoor?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Cool.
So you guys are actually going to be stationed right over there, kind of not too far, maybe like 20 feet from the gazebo over there. That way people can kind of take their tea and go up on the nice gazebo with the lights and everything. It's the whole thing.
Hey, between you and me, which station do you think will get more customers, the outdoor one or the indoor one?
It really depends on the weather. If things stay nice like they are right now, I'm sure a lot of people want to get out, but there's also going to be dancing, so obviously there's going to be a fair crowd inside, and they're going to be dancing away, and, whatever. Anyway, I got other things to do, so, it doesn't really matter that much, right? You've been paid, so.
Oh, well, it just mattered because I just wanted our company to be whichever one would get more business.
Well,
we got here first.
Oh, well, good on you. I'll mark that down.
Oh, thanks. Did we get paid up front?
Let me check here.
I think I remember in the contract.
Yeah, it was like half up front and half after
services, Yeah. And then we're getting half of the pay.
Yeah.
Well, because we're split companies.
Right.
Yeah, okay, it's all in the contract.
Yeah.
So, do you have that now, or?
Steven! And this guy comes over, and he's like,
yes, sir. Is there more for me to pay for and put into the accounting books?
And he says, yes, Steven, these guys...
You wanted me, right, sir?
Yeah, I said Steven, didn't I?
Well, I just wanted to make sure that you wanted Steven with a PH and not Steven with a V.
And he's like, yes, you, Steven, with a PH.
Yes, that's me.
Yes. Okay. Well, you need to pay these people. They're from Hot Leaf Juice. Or no, sorry. You guys are from Blissful Brew. Yes. We got that notification that they were doing half this morning, and yet.
Oh, yes, sir. I have them in the notes, sir.
Yes. Well, pay them their half up front, and then set aside the money for later or whatever. I don't know. You're the accountant.
Yes, of course, sir. Here's your payment up front.
And he hands you a big hefty bag of yuan. He's like,
did you want that just now, I'm assuming, or do you want me to hold on to it for you until after? I can work either way.
We'll take it now.
Okay, that's fine. It'll be your responsibility. I need you to sign off that you've received the upfront payment, of course.
Of course.
All right, here you go. Please sign here.
He points at a little spot.
I sign broccoli.
Nice.
And then initials here, and initials here.
Okay.
And a date.
Okay.
All right.
What's the date again?
Oh, it's 700-15-4.
Year's 4?
No, it's probably like how like in other countries they flip it around.
700's 4.
Yeah.
700 apparently.
Sure.
Fourth lunar month.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Oh, thank you. All right, and you guys have a wonderful day. I think someone else is calling for me, Steven with a PH.
He rushes off. And you hear him shouting, "Did you want me or Steven with a V?" And the way he said it so smoothly and almost rhythmically, you wonder if he's been shouting that all day. And loving the fact that he shouts it all day.
Okay.
All right. And then, so you guys head over to that little section where you pointed it out. Start, setting up all the tools.
While we're walking back to our table to start setting up, and we're starting to set things up, put on the table, Bill's like, "Hey, I just thought of something. If they pay us up front, and our friend and the other two are posing as Hot Leaf Juice members, What if right when Hot Leaf Juice shows up, they go over and they take their money up front? Think about it. It's a good idea, right?
Yeah. It could work.
Where are they hiding that anyways?
Well, no. As you guys go over and start setting up, then all of a sudden these two come up behind, and then they start talking to the head of house. All right. Who are you two?
We're with Hot Leaf Juice.
Oh, wow. You guys just right behind the other tea company.
Yeah, they sent us from a chain, so we actually beat our own people here. We just wanted to get the logistics stuff taken care of.
Oh, okay. All right. That's an interesting way to do it, but I don't know how you guys work. It's your business. Whatever. I don't see... I mean, you guys couldn't wear this during the party? The other group came in here, they had, like, uniforms and stuff. You guys are just standing here like a couple of bozos. I mean, I would hope you guys are a little bit more professional than this.
Oh, of course. They're bringing us some extra aprons. We have to travel light, you know.
No, all right, fair enough. I mean, they're coming from Bossing Same or whatever. All right, what are you... you guys are going to be set up inside in the dancing room. Just like kind of... There's a little section we've set aside for those that get thirsty after dancing, and then, you know, it's a ballroom. It's a ballroom.
Is there another place we can set up?
Pardon me?
Is there another place we can set up?
Another place? No, that's why we have set aside the space for the party.
You know, it kind of gets hot when you're making tea, so, like, rather not.
Is this the level of professionality I can expect from the Hot Leaf Juice? Because this is very disappointing. You will set up where we have set you up. That is part of the contract.
Excuse me, I'm not going to be yelled at like that.
Well, I'm not here to dilly-dally. I have a whole party to organize, make sure that everything is set up perfectly, so you will go where you are told.
Well, we,
or not.
Or yes, then you won't be paid.
Work with someone as rude as you.
Well, I don't need to work with someone as disrespectful as you. Where are your superiors?
We'll
you guys
take our
can wait
tea
here.
and leave.
You don't have tea. I don't see anything in your hands.
we're sorry. She's just a little worn out from the trip. I
I'm
promise.
not worn out.
She's a little insane. Don't worry. She's just in the back.
Insane. We don't want someone insane running.
She's back of house. We don't let her interact with actual
Dishwasher.
customers.
I understand why.
There's nothing wrong with being a dishwasher.
We saw the other caterers come in, and they were talking with the man, Stephen with PH. Are we able to speak with him, or is that something that we have to wait to talk to him about?
We will not wait.
What do you need Stephen with a PH for?
Well, we were told to collect the money, and then we would just distribute it.
Oh, the half. Yeah, the front half. Well,
yes,
well, I'm going to be honest. Her improfessionality really leaves something to be desired. I would like to see that you guys have your tea with you and such first, wherever the rest of your crew is. Then I can get you the other half, or the half up front.
Absolutely, we will return with our tea cards and possibly some tape over her mouth, so you don't have to worry about her.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
I will not put tape on my mouth.
She might not come back, but don't worry.
She just won't be here. All right, sounds good. Yeah, and like I said, he points. He's like, well, I don't know what you're going to set up in the time being, because I, again, don't really see anything on your person about it, but you can take a look around your area and prep it as necessary until the rest of your group gets here.
I'm ruining the...
We have to get the money first.
All you did was ruin your own reputation.
Get the money first and then ruin their reputation. I thought that was the plan.
You legit spit in his face and said, "Give me money now."
If we got 500 from Sebastian, they got 250. If we get the 250 that Hot Leaf Juice was supposed to get, that's the 1,000 that Mr. Okuran needs.
Yeah, we legit are set.
We just need to get the money that Hot Leaf Juice needs.
Soiled it.
We are on some thin ice with, what's the guy's name that's not Steven with a PH?
You don't know.
Why
He
couldn't
hasn't
I
said his name.
roll for persuasion?
Say to what? Being rude?
Well, first of all, that's D&D, but I mean, there's like, there's other options. I don't know what you were
There's
wanting
plead.
to do.
Yeah, like
you
my
could,
roguish charm?
Well, what is it that you wanted to do it for?
Just give me the money. Who
give
cares
you
about
the
my
money.
rudeness?
I mean, yeah, I guess you could try.
And then what happens if you don't get
But
that
you have to
roll?
actually say something. I mean, at this point, you've kind of like really, like Cameron said, kind of
kind of
dirtied
worried.
your own reputation.
Can I try? Because I seem to be the reasonable one.
Yeah, I suppose you could try, but you gotta get, like I said, what are you gonna say to him to really push the idea that you should have the money now before the rest of the group? Like, why do you need it now to make sure that things get kicked off smoothly?
Yeah, maybe we just wait for the other people to
Okay. All right, fair enough. All right, so you guys head inside. You kind of looking through the mansion. You go through like the entry hall. You know, they've got like big stairs that lead up to the upper areas, and then directly straight ahead, there's these big double doors that are open, and they lead into like a big ballroom area. And it's a big room, like it's massive. They've got decorations that are all set up in there. There's obviously other servants in there that are still setting up a bunch more decorations. There's like the main middle area of the entire room is set up for like dancing and stuff. But there's sort of like an outlying border of other things being set up. You can see someone setting up refreshments, probably another vendor, caterer, or whatever the case, for like food items and things like that, you know, hors d'oeuvres and things. And then you see a corner that nobody's currently at that you assume that is probably for Hot Leaf Juice's space.
So I guess we just walk over to the Hot Leaf Juice space. We don't have anything to really set up, so we would just sort of be standing around. Can I look for...
You have the squid, don't you?
I have the squid, yeah.
Oh,
okay. Like the backpack thing.
Okay.
But could I just walk around and try and find Steven with a pH on my own?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can look around. Do assess the situation to see if you can find Steven with a pH.
Where is that?
Basic moves, top left.
Creativity. Okay. Roll creativity. I have a +1 creativity. So, assess the situation. I get a 5.
A 5, so that's a fail.
Okay. Well, so I guess we just...
You do not see Steven.
We do not see Steven. Okay. So, I guess since we don't have anything to set up, we just go... Is there only one road that leads to this house?
No, but if we have nothing to set up, we can still find something to put in the station so it's easier to destroy the tea once they do set up. At least half of the tea.
What kind of stuff are you suggesting we try and find?
Yeah, or like barrels or something.
Okay. So you can go try and find the barrels. I was going to try and go down the road and meet the Hot Leaf Juice people before they got here.
Fair.
Okay. Go team, ready, break.
All right. So Mika, you go off into the mansion to go search for things that could store water. Brock, you start heading outside. Meanwhile, you have Bill and Guo are outside. They're setting up, and as you guys are just getting started setting up, you see the carriage with a big old Hot Leaf Juice logo on it start pulling in.
Bill, I think that's them.
Who?
The competition.
Oh.
Grumble.
Grumble.
And you know, it doesn't look like Mika and Brock got the other half of the money.
No,
Front, so.
It looked like he was really upset, actually.
Yeah, it did. I don't know. It looked like Mika was running her mouth again.
I thought she would have done fine.
We gotta make sure this party goes well.
I mean, we're gonna do great. I mean, we serve the best tea in all of Gualing, so...
Right. We just gotta make sure that the other half of that tea disappears. What are we gonna do?
Well, here's the sad part. Oh, Guani. There's not much we can do. We're kind of stuck here. Best we can do is just do better, I guess, right? Because we can't really go over to the competitions and just, like, do anything to their product, right? Because they're already going to be kind of, like, on edge about us, right? Because we're their competition, right? The best we could do is go over there and get some samples of their stuff. But that's it, really. So at the end of the day, we have to just hope that, Brock and Mika are going to, do their job. And if they don't, well, all we can do is, if they fail, the best we can do is do our best. And if we can just do better than Hot Leaf Juice, then at least we did our best, right? But you know what? I have confidence in them because they've got Dilbert.
They do have Dilbert.
That's their ace up their sleeve, so.
And as you guys are having this conversation, you look over and like you guys are kind of like watching as they're pulling in, and you're talking amongst yourselves while this is going on. And you watch them pull in in their cart. They got, like I said, this big fancy logo on the side of their cart of the Hot Leaf Juice logo, which is sort of like a pink, almost rose-like flower with 2 leaves coming out. And then there's a tea kettle, and it's like pouring hot water onto it. And that's just their logo. And then underneath it, just in fancy letters, Hot Leaf Juice with like 2 lines. So they pull in. And like I said, you guys are having this little conversation between the two of you about how you're just going to be better. Like the Blissful Brew will just shine through, the competition and things like that. And you watch as soon as it pulls over, you see a few people get out. They're all wearing these like pink, like almost bright pink outfits, these like aprons, right? You can see they kind of have a logo on them and stuff like that. And then this woman steps out, this older woman, very tall, and then it adds to the fact that she's tall is that her hair is like in this very like high, I don't know
Marge Simpson.
Yeah. Almost like a Marge, more like a it's not like poofy like and curly like Marge Simpson's is. It's very straight, but it's up very high, so it just makes her look even taller. So she's very intimidating, even though she's like, like I said, she's a little bit older because she'd be about Mr. Okuran's age, but she's very intimidating because she's very tall. And she has like those big sleeves. She got one of those robes with like the big sleeves that come like way down. And she has her hands like kind of hidden underneath them. She doesn't notice you guys, but she walks up to that head of the servants and she starts talking with him. And then all of a sudden she looks like she gets really upset for just like half a second. Her face just like gets like really sour. And then she goes back to smiling. And then I kid you not, I say, I kid you not, we're making up a fictional situation. I kid you not. She does this like almost horror movie style, like slow head turn as she looks over at you guys in your booth, and she just gets this like little curl of a smile on the corner of her lips. And then she turns back to the head servant guy and she like nods. And then you see him call over Steven with a PH again, who talks to her, hands her a bag of money, has her sign the clipboard and things like that, and then runs back off. And then she turns and she starts walking towards you. And with that, we'll call it an end to this episode. Thank you so much for listening to our show. Of course, don't forget to follow or subscribe to our podcast through whatever podcast site that you're using, such as iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and others. Additionally, you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Just look for the social media icons. Following us on social media gives you access to all news, announcements, and of course new episodes as they are released. You can check out our website, bendersandbrews.com, which will feature all of our episodes as well as news, announcements, and even cool character and player profiles. It's a great hub of information for the Benders and Brews podcast. And finally, we would be truly humbled if you would be willing to take the time to leave us a review if your podcast site allows you to do so, such as on iTunes. Or, in the case of YouTube, you can hit the like and subscribe button and drop us a comment. Tell us about what you thought about our podcast episodes. It sure would mean a lot to us. Avatar Legends is a tabletop role-playing game created by Magpie Games. Nickelodeon, Avatar, and all related titles, logos, and characters are trademarks of Viacom International, Inc., all rights reserved. I also want to thank the following artists who you can find on Fiverr for their amazing creative work on this podcast. Character art was done by alessiopapadraw. Background art by Kennicchi. Music by Joe Timms 215. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.